good, all my investor homies? It's your boy Kevin. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how I made almost $50,000 while sitting on the toilet off of my phone on the Zillow app. I know it sounds too good to be true, but it's a true story, and I'm going to be breaking it down in today's video, so you're gonna want to stay tuned. So we're going to be talking about Zillow or other listing websites, and how if you spend 30 minutes of your day going through those websites looking for good real estate deals, you can increase your net worth substantially. And it doesn't matter if you don't have a bunch of capital to start with. I'm going to show you how you could have done this same deal that I'm about to walk you guys through with literally no money. We're talking about a few $1,000s is all you would have needed to do the same real estate transaction that I'm going to walk you guys through, and it's going to end up eventually netting me a bunch of money. If you're new around here, we talk about investing in stocks, investing in real estate, and just making money. So go ahead, hit the subscribe button, and everybody go ahead, destroy the like button for me, because remember, the like button is not our friend. All right, so I have Zillow pulled up on the screen, or you could use realtor.com, any of the MLS listing sites that just pull straight off the MLS. You can use these websites and find absolute monster deals. Some people say, oh, you can't find good deals on the MLS, and it couldn't be further from the truth. I have two houses right now, one under contract, the one we're going to be talking about today, and another one that's almost ready to be listed on the back end of a rehab. Both of them I found on the MLS. Both were awesome deals. So every morning I wake up, brush my teeth, take a dump, and while I'm sitting on the toilet, literally taking a dump, I know it sounds crazy, but just doing this can make you a much wealthier person. 30 minutes a day, you're taking a dump anyways. Pull out your phone, go through the MLS, and look for good deals. So I'm going to show you guys today how I found the deal, what criteria I searched Zillow for, how you could do this with literally zero funding, and my plan going forward. Am I going to flip this property, or am I going to keep it as a rental? So I have the property pulled up on the screen. I'll black out the address just because I haven't closed on it yet. Just because, not because I think any of you guys are creepy or anything would show up at my house, something like that, because all the women who watch my channel might flock to the property looking to get at me. So I'm going to black out that address. So this is a property that I saw on Zillow. The first day it was listed, it had literally been listed 5 minutes when I saw it. And that is very important. You got to be fast. You got to be willing to get in your car and drive to the address right away, because the MLS, Zillow, these listing websites, they are competitive. There are thousands and thousands of people looking to get these great deals, searching on these websites every day, so you have to be fast. So 7:30 in the morning, I see this listing. I call the agent. I say, hey, I want to get inside, and I get in the car and I drive. How did I know right off the jump that this might be a good deal? Well, the area, the city that this house is in, rent has gone up drastically. I mean, it's gone up 2x in just the last few years. So there is a floor in this city for a 2-bedroom place of about $1,400 a month. So you're paying $1,400 a month for the crappiest 2-bedroom place that you could find. It's just the way it is. So I see this 2-bedroom pop up for they're asking $100,000 for this 2-bedroom place. I imagine it needs work. How much work, we don't know yet because we haven't been inside, but the numbers look like they may add up, because if you're looking for a rental, you want the rent to equal at least 1% of the purchase price of the property, and that's the all-in purchase price post rehab. So we know this house is going to need some work, so we drive and we take a look at the property and see how much work it needs. It only needs carpet. There's cigarette burns in the carpet. It needs paint, obviously, and it's going to need new countertops in the bathrooms and the kitchen. That's it. That's all the work this property needs. It's never going to be a beautiful property, right? It's never going to be a high-end flip, but it hits the box. It checks the box that I'm trying to fill. And what is that box? It is a rental property in a price range that makes sense. 1%, I need to get 1% for rent of the purchase price. And if it checks that box, then it makes sense for my personal investing strategy. Now I'm torn. Am I going to flip this property? We'll talk about flipping in just a second and what a good deal is for a flip, or am I going to keep it? And honestly, I don't know yet. I may keep it as a rental, or I might just sell it for a quick $40,000 to $50,000 profit. So it's easy to find out how much a property will sell for after it needs after the repairs are done, after all the work is done. You can do this on Zillow as well. So we'll X out of this. Then we have the neighborhood here pulled up on the screen and go from for sale to sold, and then we can look at comps and get an idea of what units are selling for in this area. And I've already done my research. We pull up the neighborhood and we see that comps are going, here is one for 140. It's a 3-bed, but this sold in early 2021, so it's gone up since. Now Zillow's saying 184. I don't trust Zillow, but I believe there was a 2-bedroom that sold in this area. Here it is for 165. 2 beds. It's a little bit bigger, but it's sold for 165 or so. We know we're getting a good deal. We're buying a 2-bedroom in the same neighborhood. I bought it for $98,500. I'm a realtor in the area, so you can tack on a 3% discount off of that purchase price. So I'm going to be buying this property for about $95,000. I think it needs about $12,000 max of work, just paint, carpet, and some laminate countertops. So we're going to be all in for under 110. That is a steal. Say we can sell it for 160. We're talking about a 50,000 profit with very minimal amount of work needed. And I found this deal on the MLS. But it gets even better. If I keep the property, it's hard to snub your nose at a quick $50,000 paycheck. I get it, and I'm having that thought right now that I probably should just sell it. But if I was to keep this property for 20 years, we think we can get $1,600 a month plus for rent. So if I was to keep this property for 20 years, refinance out at a 20-year mortgage or 30-year mortgage, we'll call it a 4.5% interest rate, put 25% down, then I would get a return on my money of 41% average per year. Look at my net profit when sold, $406,000 of profit. That's accounting maintenance fees. That's accounting for vacancy rate. That's counting for taxes. That's counting for everything. And you're talking about $400,000 of profit on a $100,000 property. You can't beat that. A cash on cash return of 1,470%. And you can see how that cash on cash return breaks down year over year. It's just a great deal. And once again, I found it on Zillow while sitting on the toilet. Okay, you found the deal, but you don't have the capital to put $100,000 cash down in a deal. I get it. I know a lot of you guys are young. You don't have the capital to just go throw money into a big deal like this and sit on it for 4 or 5 months. I get it. There are options. There are hard money lenders that will basically give you almost the total amount to do the project. And then once it's rented out in the future, you refinance out of that loan, pay that lender back. And then basically for no money down, you have a rental property cash flowing, giving you $300, $400, $500 a month in cash flow. You can't beat it. So you could just Google hard money lenders. I use a company called New Silver. You go fix and flip. You go fix and flip loan. Basically, you're only going to pay interest on this loan for a year, and you have a year to pay that loan off. So the way you do that is you do your rehab during that year. You do your rehab, finish it. You get a tenant moved in, paying rent, and then it's considered a stabilized property. It's an income producing property. And then you go back to the lender and you say, hey, look, now I have this income producing property. I want to refinance out of my initial fix and flip loan, refinance into a traditional 30-year loan. You do that, then you are in the property for 30 years and you have that property paying you cash flow every single month. You are going to pay higher interest when using a hard money loan. A fix and flip loan, you're probably going to end up paying 2.5 points at closing plus a 7% interest rate. We'll look at the numbers in just a second on this deal that I'm currently involved in. And on the rental side of things, you're also going to pay a higher interest rate than if it was a personal loan for your personal house. This property that I just bought, if I was to go the route, if I didn't have any money and I wanted to get involved in this deal, I would get the fix and flip loan from a hard money lender. So let's say I held the property for 6 months and paying an 8% interest rate. So you're going to end up paying about $4,000 in interest on that $100,000 loan over that 6-month time frame, minus $4,000 off of what profit I was talking earlier. Still a great deal, even if you're using a hard money lender. So how do we know it's a good deal from the fix and flip side of things? We already talked about rental. The rental side of things, you're looking for 1% rent of the purchase price. From a fix and flip side of things, I'm looking for the after repair value, or the ARV. So let's say it's $100,000 ARV, meaning after all the rehab is done, the property is going to be worth $100,000. Let's say you needed $5,000 in rehab. So you subtract that off the $100,000, it leaves you with $95,000. Then you want to multiply that number times 0.7, and that's going to give you the max amount that I would want to pay for a fix and flip property. And I will put that formula in the description if you guys want to if you ever need it. You can revert back to this video and look at the formula. That's going to wrap up the video, my friends. I just wanted to do a quick little video talking about how it is possible to find really good deals on the MLS. You just got to be persistent. You need to make offers every day. Send out offers that meet your criteria. The 1% rental rule, or the 70% ARV minus cost for the fix and flip side of things. Keep looking on Zillow, put your work in, and you will find good deals. I'm going to do a whole kind of documentary series on this house that I'm buying right now, and I will keep you guys updated on that as we move forward. I love every single one of you guys, and I'll catch you in the next video. Until next time, peace.